king of the south. But nigga, you don't want what I'ma bring out the house. Or so I show the suggestion, keep a name out the mouth. Before I be in the house, take your spouse to the couch and put a hole in the blouse. I'll play, young nigga. Remember me from back in the day, young nigga. One more thing, fuck what you done heard about Atlanta. We finna break it down, fuck the band instead of platinum. I'm a hustler, not a rapper. We gangsta down Samantha. We finna turn
Cool. Hey, welcome to another episode of Unapologetically Masculine. I'm your host, Grizzy. We got that boy Scotty Ferrari, and we got that boy Wayne Mo. Fellas, what's happening with it?
Shit with it. Hey, yeah.
Shit, twin. Hell yeah.
Yeah, tight shit.
Instead, don't
How
nobody
y'all
know
boys
who
feeling
nobody
on
is.
the mental health side of everything, man? How y'all feeling?
Scotty's mental health is at a 5.
Man, you been a fire last couple of joints. That's alright right there.
Yeah, it's called consistency, baby. I like it.
Wherever
Like
consistency
sticking to
is,
what
I'm kind of it. Yeah, do it.
Well, we already know
shit.
what Waymo gonna say, and his is always consistent. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, today, I agree.
Yeah.
No, I give a fuck. I give a fuck every time.
Yeah, that's fine, but you somebody.
But I guess I ain't nobody.
Yeah, you're somebody. That's what you said. You're somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody give a fuck, but nobody don't give a fuck.
Somebody. Well, you got 1 and 1 today, cause I ain't nobody.
No, you somebody too. You're somebody.
Fuck. Alright,
But,
Chad, you're it.
Me, I'm tired. Mentally and physically, so.
Man,
this week has been
This the question I've asked. I posed somebody recently. I just want to get your take on it, especially since you say you're tired. We all understand physically being tired, but do you think mentally and spiritually is two different tired, or do you think you cannot be spiritually tired?
Yeah, mentally and spiritually is two different things. I'm mentally tired, not spiritually tired.
Yeah, all of those things are definitely things.
Yeah, I think when you get to the spiritual, that thing that's a little worse. It's like
you might need to go see somebody when you're spiritually tired. When your soul tired,
yeah, because you feel
somebody.
You start feeling like, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna be here much longer, boy.
Shit about to go downhill.
To be real, only person you can see is yourself, man. When you get that low, you just gotta figure it out from the inside, man. Trying to do it.
Oh no, it might be somebody you could talk to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gotta be somebody else, bro, because clearly what you got to say ain't gonna work, because you don't want, you about ready to clock out that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's more about how you feel about yourself than getting other people's input in the situation.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel I would definitely advocate people to talk to somebody if they need to, like in a moment where they definitely feel like they don't have any other option, but definitely self-reflection is where the thing is coming from.
I was spiritually tired before, and if women wasn't there in that moment, bro, I probably would have been different. It would have been different for me.
Yeah, I be feeling like that spiritual tired. You be needing somebody to refill your cup, boy, like for real.
Yeah.
Like legit.
In that moment, he didn't have to say no words. I just knew that he was there, and that helped a whole lot.
That's a beautiful thing, because my soul was tired, and
well, so your self-reflection helped you get there? Reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to clock out.
Yeah.
I'm definitely about to clock out, but nothing anybody else could have said or done.
I'm telling I just needed to know somebody was there.
Nah, and that's great.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We ain't say no words. We ain't say no words.
I remember that shit.
That's the most important part, man. Literally just knowing, like, bro, I got you.
Yep.
Two grown ass men crying.
That was all I needed.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
His moment let me know that, bro, I care about whatever you're going through. I don't know. I don't got nothing to say, but I care. And that was all I needed.
Yeah.
So, that's spiritually tired. That's different. That's
But
different.
what got you mentally tired, man? Just the work,
Oh, it's
man. Just
just,
the
yeah,
workload.
just a lot of work. It's just a lot of work, bro. This job is, it's a lot because a lot was neglected.
Yeah.
So it's a lot walking into it.
Yeah. They say
Whew.
whom much is given, much is required. So, I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
knew it.
once I get it straight, it's gonna be cool. But just
Yeah.
trying to get it to the straight part, cause if I'm only like 2 months into it.
Yeah.
So, but just trying to get into it is, whew, woo woo woo.
Hey, man, just think of it like them. I don't know if you ever had them Saturday mornings where the gospel music came on and your mama came in and said it's time to clean up, and then you get up and look and you see all how fucked up the house is. You like, God damn, this shit gonna take forever. But by the time you got there, put your head down, do one thing at a time, shit, you be outside before noon. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
don't take
I
all day.
mean,
Just one step at a time.
yeah. Well, it's a saying that I use all the time, and it helps, but sometimes it be overwhelming. But the saying that I say is, "What's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's it, yeah.
One bite at a time."
No, that's facts.
So,
Can't stuff that whole thing in your mouth. Pause.
whoa,
That's a serious pause. I mean, hold that one down for a minute.
Lord, alright, so jumping into the conversation on that note right there. Oh, I was scrolling through the internets, and a big talking point right now is the prison industrial complex, especially on the heels of the YSL trial and Lil Durk just getting picked up. Uh, how y'all feel about the state of the prison industrial complex?
Can I get a little bit more context on what that
Okay.
like saying
Well,
is?
just the prison industrial complex is just basically it's a lot of stuff that where it feels like it's a systematic way of keeping black people oppressed is by sending them to prison instead of offering the help that they actually need.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So,
The niggas we talking about, them niggas probably need to be. So I don't think that's
Yeah, I'm about to say it's quite a few niggas that need to go sit their ass down somewhere because yeah, you earning what you're getting. But there are some people, man, in some instances where it's definitely unjust and uncalled for. But I mean, that will happen when a business is ran through the prison system. Like it's a new form of slavery.
I
Yep.
agree. The
Yep.
prison is definitely big business. It's definitely big business. But the way that I grew up, right? I grew up in a family full of criminals. So I got a different way of looking at crime. Um I feel like sometimes people feel like they don't have any other options but to be a criminal. And so they rationalize it. And so as a kid, I found a way to rationalize that, right? Like my dad did what he had to do because he had all of us and he didn't have a great job. So he made a way. And that's why I don't look at drug dealers as bad people to this day because my dad was a drug dealer.
Mm.
I had a family full of drug dealers, and I never looked at them as bad people. Even though I seen I seen some of my family do some wild shit, but I still never looked at them as bad people
So
because they were my people.
you think all drug dealers are the same?
No, I don't think all drug dealers are the same, but I think they all started from the same place of just wanting to take care of their family or take care of themselves because they didn't feel like they had another way.
Mm.
I can agree with that.
Now I could be wrong, but that's just where I rationalize it from. Like I said, I had to rationalize this myself starting from a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to look at it, and I mean, the lifestyle was definitely a choice, like you said, and it definitely didn't help the community and the overall
Not in the
thing.
grand scheme.
Yeah,
Not in the
so,
grand scheme.
but in the time period, like it did help our family,
Mm-hmm.
as my father stated to the DA and all the people that were investigating him. Nigga, we ain't got no boats. We ain't got no planes. We ain't bringing this
And
shit over here.
and if you think about it even further, right? We keeping people employed because the more crime they do, they gotta have police and DAs and all that shit. That's keeping people job. That's job security.
Yeah, I mean, from the stories that were told to me, allegedly, most of these politicians and like police officers, they work in tandem with the criminals, and it's a payment system. As long as you pay us what you need to, then we won't stop your business from operating. Either you're gonna pay or they're gonna stop your business. Sounds like gang mentality if you ask me.
Or extortion.
The gang shit, whole lot of gang shit, whatever E words you
Yeah.
want to put on it, or
Yeah. But what
mob shit.
what you think about the school to prison pipeline?
It's been effective for a very long time.
I agree with that as well. What you
What
feel
you
about the
mean?
prison, the school to
You
prison
saying?
pipeline? Seeing as
Are
that
you
you work
saying
at a
that
school,
schools are pretty much raising kids to become prisoners? Is that what you're speaking on?
getting them assimilated to it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard studies like as soon as fifth grade, if you're not performing at a certain level, they go ahead and start aiming you in that direction. Allegedly, I can't
How so?
confirm or deny.
Oh, you don't know details, huh? They just
It,
it's like hearsay.
the way the government is set up as far as testing and grade levels and just retrieving overall data, it's more so like we're gonna pick the good parts out. Okay, these top 10% are good. The rest of these people, we're gonna push in this direction. And especially these people right here, we're gonna push them in this direction. Like it's not a happenstance that these things happen. Like that's why cities and stuff make 15 to 30-year plans. Like education is a part of that. Redlining is a part of that. Like, uh, it's not a conspiracy. It's like actual planning, allegedly.
Well, no, schools are funded by. This is why schools in bad neighborhoods are underfunded versus schools in better neighborhoods are better funded. Is because the schools funding is based off taxable dollars from home ownership, right?
Hmm.
So most people in bad neighborhoods don't own homes because they live in apartments or they rent houses and stuff like that. So it's not a lot of funding for the schools based on what their taxable dollars earn. So when you go to a place like, let's say, Marietta or even like Decula or some shit, people out there own their homes. And so they have more money because they're taxed more because they pay property taxes and shit like that. So they're better funded. And people say that if something is underfunded, it's less resources. So people tend to not be able to perform because they have less resources. More resources, you get better performances. Less resources, you get worse performances. And so because you get less performances, you get less attendance, you get less graduates, and you get more people out in the street committing crime because they have less resources. So that's how you funnel them into the prison system.
Right now, you got me thinking, like, literally, I was Booker T. When Martin Luther King. Like, was it still the same type of school as it is considered today? or was it considered to be like a North Atlanta that,
Well,
like, was it a prestigious school or was it just a school in the hood that he went to?
I think it was like probably one of the only schools for black people, maybe.
it was,
Yeah.
during that time, that was a different time, right? Those people, home ownership in that time was higher than it is now.
Mm.
See
Well,
what I'm saying?
I'm more so speaking on like opportunities. Like, what was it? Just a bunch of opportunities, or was it just people, or is it just a certain group of people that go in knowing what they want to do and achieve what they want to achieve, and everybody else is just kind of pick mid subpar? Did I say
Um,
subpar?
well,
Am I?
yeah, well, the thing about exceptional people is gonna do exceptional shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't stop somebody that wanna do good.
Mm-hmm.
You see, but for the majority of people, most people aren't exceptional. They just
Yeah,
average people.
I think what I'm doing right now, like subconsciously, is I'm going pre-segregation. And when black people, like, we had no choice but to, not even had no choice, but we had our own businesses. Like, we had our own practices, like for law and dental and bus companies and all these other things. So it's like home ownership was a thing then. Taxation was a thing then. So it's like, what happened to where it's like we're in this school to prison pipeline now?
So
Well,
okay, go ahead, Wayne.
I'm about to say, the thing I know since being in the school system is the way that they label kids to ensure that stay state funded and they get more money. Like they label majority of their kids with that IEP thing, saying they're special needs. They got all kind of different letters and all kind of stuff. They throw disorders on folks
Mm-hmm.
just to keep it above a certain line and where the state has to give X amount of money just because they have this kind of amount of kids. So it's a lot of mislabeling going on, especially in the black community. I know
Mm-hmm.
the area I'm in, they do it consistently just so they can stay state funded. And then it also
Damn.
affects how you teach the kids. Cause
Right.
now, okay, we don't have to fail or we can't fail you, but I don't have to teach you everything, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's fucked up, bro. The ideal of school in
Yeah.
itself, even in its best form, is pretty fucked up because it's pretty much just a prison, in my opinion. I always felt that when I was little. That's why I didn't like going to school.
Mm.
I mean, I just
I can
feel
see a
like
correlation.
everybody learns differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for you to tell somebody that's rambunctious that they have to sit down when that's not the way that they learn. I learn by moving and doing, not you telling me
Mm-hmm.
and me reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So of course the way that you teaching me and my nature is rambunctious. I want to move around. That's what my nature says I want to do. You
Mm-hmm.
telling me I gotta sit down, but you telling me that's problematic. So now I gotta go sit in this other classroom because y'all labeling
Mm-hmm.
me
Yep.
is a way, like you said, you put a label on me, and now that label follows me all the way through school. And let's say I get this label in 5th grade. Now I'm in 8th grade. I still got this label, but I know that I'm smarter than everybody in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm damn near smarter than I can put stuff together with my. I went to school with a guy when I was in 6th grade. He was a quote unquote bad kid, right? But he would come in class, take a test, and pass it without doing nothing. Because he wasn't a bad, he was smart, he was just bored.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
that sounds like Wayman minus the bad kid part, because that
yeah,
nigga never come to school.
I'm saying he was bored and lived in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I get it.
it was either be bad or be prey. And he didn't want to be prey. So he
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
became a bad kid, quote unquote. But the nigga was smart, right? So but because he was labeled a bad kid, he made a decision and and he just went with that. I heard an old person say, I was in the hospital one day. I forgot why I went to the hospital. I don't think I was in the hospital, but I went to the hospital with somebody. And this kid was running around. And the mama said, sit your bad ass down. And the old lady said to her, don't call the baby bad.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, why? She was like, you call the baby bad, they'll be it. Whatever you
Yeah.
tell it is, that's what it'll be.
Speaking in their life. That's
Yeah,
definitely one of the things I told people don't say about my son. I don't care what he be doing. Don't call that nigga bad. He maybe missed you. He might give
yeah,
you, a little run for your money, but yeah, don't label no kid, bro, because they're an open book.
yeah. Or at least a sponge.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So, yeah, just the pipeline is a wild concept though, because a lot of schools, like for a long time, Doug High School in Atlanta didn't even have no windows.
None at all. One of the worst places I ever been to. I had to take
Yeah.
my SAT in that bitch, and I went slap fuck to sleep.
And it was
Ain't not
because it
one
was
window.
like a prison. It
Mm-hmm.
was literally like a prison. It had no windows. Like, and so once you see the correlation between schools and prisons, it kind of makes it difficult to unsee it. And it's kind of unsettling because in underfunded areas, like the ones we grew up in, and then you go to higher funded areas where they don't even have to eat lunch in the cafeteria. They
Yeah.
got outside places. They can leave campus. They got freedom to do whatever they want to do because of the areas that they're in. And that's what puts the differences in people, and it makes people look at each other differently. Like the the prison industrial complex in itself is designed for people that look like us to be there. Like, and just the fact that we ain't never did no significant amount of jail time is kind of like we beat the odds for the most part, because everybody ain't as lucky as us.
It's crazy. I feel like we failed, my nigga.
Whoa.
Cause we've all, yeah, I'm dead at. We
It's a little
all
bit of
took the
both.
fucking fail. Yeah, like
Yeah,
we
it's a
all
little
took
bit
the
of both.
fail. Like, even
Cause
though
yeah,
nothing was major and we're able to move on, like they got every last one. We all reached, bro, what, like 18, 20 without ever seeing a cell, nigga. And like, that shit
mm,
started falling like dominoes,
al-
nigga.
almost 18.
I don't know. Yeah. Some people had to, you know what I mean? Beat up people in high school. But yeah, yeah. I
So
felt
you
like
feel
we
like we
failed.
failed because we all reached one?
Yeah, we all hit the cell, bro. And it literally was the grace of God that all of us got out there. Cause nigga,
Yeah.
I know I could still be sitting there with the shit they tried to put on my ass easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was God right there. Mine wasn't that bad. Even the judge looked at my lawyer like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And the crazy part is, nigga, we had the same shit just in two different areas. Ain't that crazy?
Right, that is crazy.
Same shit, two different areas.
Just
My
cause we
shit
was
was
in
way
two
more
different
drastic.
places.
Like, hold on. That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, just cause it was in two different places, that shit made it a whole lot different.
But I mean, like it's easier if you break a person early. That's how I feel. So I think by them drilling that, hey, you supposed to be in school, you got to get this, that, and the third, and then parents enforcing it and making it, it makes you as a child feel like, okay, this is something I have to do. I have to sit in this room and sit still for X amount of hours and listen to somebody say something to this, that, and third. Bro, all that shit is just a young prison, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no way around it.
Obedience and medication.
Yeah.
So
And they
you,
damn sure medicate the fuck out you if you can't sit still. And that's another fucked up thing.
yeah, the whole diagnosing disorders, yeah, that's
Hmm.
crazy. I will never let a school diagnose my children with a disorder. You will
Oh
never
yeah.
tell me my children got ADD, ADHD, or that they autistic. I will never accept none of that shit from a school.
Hmm.
You will not label my children that way. I would not accept it.
Like, why is everybody so hands off? Well, it's probably a reason.
What do you mean by hands off?
Like like coaching, teaching. Like I know a lot of stuff is supposed to happen at home, like as far as foundation. But as far as coaches go, when I was playing, they just expected kids to already know what to do. And it's like, why are y'all coaching? Like, are you bored? Do you just need the money? Like, did somebody ask you to volunteer and you like, yeah, I do, but I really don't want to? Cause y'all ain't teaching these kids shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's a thing. That's a
Yeah, it's
legit
like,
thing.
when
Like
did it
people
get
need
so
money.
bad? Like, I remember coaches coaching when I was younger growing up.
We just got a decent set of coaches, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even
Bruh.
after the coaches we had, I could spot out about 2 or 3 that didn't know how to coach. They were just there.
Bruh.
Like they were just big chaperones. Like
Oh,
yeah,
and when is this from?
My coaches was pretty cool.
1991 Meadow Lake Youth Baseball Giants. James McGinty. That's me, man. All right. 92. Who was I playing for? Was this the Giants? So 92, I was playing for the Yankees out in California. Okay. When I had coaches, they coached, bro. Like every coach I had from 91 up until I stopped playing sports at that good old illustrious Westlake that we went to. Granted, yeah, no, we didn't have a lot of coaches out there.
Yeah, I had some
We
cool coaches. I
didn't.
had some bad coaches too. I had some coaches that probably should have went to jail for the shit that they was doing.
God
That
damn.
sounds bad.
And I think
That
they actually
sounds
did.
bad. Yeah, they should.
I had some coaches that was yeah, they was diddling kids.
Huh?
So, yeah.
Whoa.
I'm surprised
Okay.
he's so shocked that that's what you were inferring, because that's
Cause I
immediately what
mean,
I got.
yeah, I just didn't think shit like that was going on back then. But I mean, out of
What?
sight, out of mind, I guess. Yeah, like I didn't see that shit, bro.
That's a
So
that's a new age thing, bro. No,
Nah.
no.
Pedophilia? Nah.
no, but I mean, especially in the black community, bro. Like I didn't hear much about that shit. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
cause nobody talked about it. It was there.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
got a whole line of cousins that probably should be in jail with the shit that they was doing.
See, that's all bad.
We just didn't talk about it. I told like it's just become a thing that's a bad thing amongst everybody. Like we talk about it all the time. Like your grandma and your granddad have probably got a big age gap in between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like when R. Kelly was doing what he was doing, nobody cared about it until they wanted him to go to jail, bro. Like
Yeah, no, I
niggas knew
get
what
it.
he was doing.
Still not good.
I mean, uh, if I'm gonna say this, if a lot of our granddaddies weren't pedophiles, we probably wouldn't be here.
No, I get it, and it's still not good. It's still not good.
So
So
so what do you think about these celebrities that's on trial, bro? You think that shit happened from a younger age? Because I mean, they got out the hood, whether it was like whether they lived a fucked up life or a good life. They made it to a good life, so why were they still going back to it?
you want to take that, James, or you want me to go? Alright. My thing is, I think niggas still want to be attached because they don't want to lose their supposed street credibility. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm a gang member, I want to stay loyal to the gang, even if I make it out. Like, if you go all the way back to like fucking Eazy-E and Snoop Dogg, right? They never left the gang behind. It was always gang related to some extent. And now this new phenomenon I'm gonna say it started with Cash Money. When Lil Wayne decided he was a blood, everybody in the world wanted to be a blood because they wanted to be like Lil Wayne. And so once people stopped parenting and TV and the internet became the parents, once I could just let you roam the internet free and you wouldn't bother me and and then the music became more influential. I think that's where everything started to devolve. I think without the internet, we'd be in a much better place in society.
I'm about to say, with all the information that we're
not
receiving.
necessarily the internet, social media. I'm gonna say social media, not necessarily the internet.
Oh, man, that might have something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think if you go all the way back to Easy E them, where they was wearing their little blue flannel shirts and they Chuck Taylors, and the gangster shit was cool. It just ramped up in the 2000s because it just became cool thing to be gang affiliated. Like when I was growing up, I knew one dude who said he was in a gang, and he was from Smyrna, and that was the only dude I knew in a gang. I didn't, even though I was from the area I was from, right? I never saw kids doing wild shit till I moved to like College Park. That's the first. Well, I can't say that. I'd be lying. I seen a nigga bring a gun to school in middle school in 6th grade. But the
Yeah, I
first
think
time I
that's
heard of somebody being in a gang was 8th grade, and he was from Smyrna. First time I seen a dude have a razor blade in his mouth was in 8th grade, and he was from College Park. So, the places you would expect to see these activities, I never saw it.
So, do you think that they are being unjustly tried, these celebrities, or do you think this shit is very fitting? Because I spoke earlier allegedly of the dealings of Young Thug around these parts.
Yeah, now you
Allegedly.
nigga, you just said he did it.
Hey, that nigga was the man, bro. That nigga, that was it. Like, yeah, that shit was unanimous.
But yeah,
Like,
I don't believe it's unjust. I believe if you commit a crime and you stupid enough to talk about these crimes in the songs that you do, you should be arrested. If everything they said about Lil Durk is true, like he has a song that's referencing the whole ordeal that happened in California. So what they
I
got you
mean,
locked up for, if you were dumb enough to put that whole sequence of events in a song, yeah, you deserve to go to jail.
but didn't he hang out with a serial killer? Like, one of the serial killer like his best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, what else do you expect? Like, yeah. Like, there's only so many bodies a nigga can get for you be like, yeah, you hang out with that nigga, you gotta have at least one or two of them.
Oh, they say he got bodies too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe if this is why I don't fault when I don't fault the DA and all that shit when people they locked up such and such and this and this and that, right? Like, if you did a crime and you went to jail for said crime, it's the police's job to try to keep you there. That's the DA job to try to keep you there. Like, so if you got caught doing a crime, nigga, then it is what it is. If you can get off, then get off. But if you get caught and you gotta sit down, and you sit down. That's the game.
So you say you
That's the
can't be wearing
chances you take.
free such and such shirts? That's crazy.
What's that?
The what? I don't know.
What's what?
It was a clicking sound. You said free such and such? Yeah, I'm not a fan of
You
those
know,
shirts.
like free thugs, y'all. Like, that free my man, bro. He ain't do nothing wrong. Meanwhile, this nigga sitting there with goddamn 10 bodies on him. Like,
I think niggas, if you get caught, you should go to jail. Like, if you get caught, you go to jail. Cool. I don't got no problem with that. But I think snitching is a whole different level. I think you a fuck nigga if you set a nigga up to go to jail.
Oh damn. Even if it depends on you staying out.
Yeah, I think it's like if me and you do a crime together and I get caught and then I bring you up and you didn't get caught, I'm a fuck nigga for that.
Gotcha. What if we did two so totally different things, one around each other? I just heard about what you did. You heard about what I did, but they bring me in trying to pin what you did on me. Is that snitching? Like we ain't fucking
Yeah.
around with each other, but hey man, you the one that did such and such. You're like, no. We got stuff to say that you the one did it. You know the nigga that killed the other nigga. You just sit there and be like, yeah, I ride this out.
Okay, so you saying you did a totally separate crime from me.
I did a different crime. You did a different crime, but they're
I
trying
did
to
a
put
different,
your
but
crime on me.
you got pinned for my crime.
Uh huh. And I know you did it. Nigga, I know, like, cause you know what I mean. Shit, niggas roll together. I mean, you know what I
But
mean. Like the streets is the streets.
but if you know you didn't do it, right? That means
Mm-hmm.
you probably won't go to jail.
No, they can come on now. We all know niggas are in jail for shit they didn't do. We ain't gonna play that game.
Yeah, but I'm
They
saying you also supposed to go to court. Like if me and you do two totally separate crimes, right?
huh.
If they pull me in for the crime that you did, and I know they don't got no evidence against me, I'm gonna take my shot at it because I'm not guilty of that crime.
Okay, so
I'm
you
not
take
gonna
your
bring
shot at
you
it.
up.
You take your shot at it, and motherfucking 12 people be like, "Yep, nope, he did it." Send him to jail. Now
Well,
you
if
finna
they
get ready to walk in them doors.
if
That's
they
it.
railroad me, then they railroad me. I can't do nothing about that. But if I'm
Oh, you
not
can. You
guilty of a
can.
crime
You
that they
could tell
saying I'm
them.
guilty of,
You could tell them where the fucking goddamn gun is, or where such whatever was. Where is that to pin you to the ground? Like I could tell them
You the
exactly
cop
where the
that
shit
get
is.
arrested because you illegal. You can't make me snitch on somebody because you mad.
yeah,
I
I
know you
wouldn't.
know.
Yeah,
I know that's not how this works. If you know, I know, then you know that they did it. So just go get them. She put me in the
Yeah,
middle
no,
for.
they don't know. They don't know he did it. They just feel like, hey, it's you. They connect
You
his
can't
crime
lock
to
me up
you.
off feelings.
Yeah, you
yeah, you
can.
gotta
Oh, nigga
prove
get
I
locked up.
did it.
Yeah. What is conspiracy? Again, bullshit crime.
No,
Yeah,
But niggas go to jail for it
it
all the
can be.
time. As long as enough people say it, it could have been some other. It could have been. Let's say, nigga, your homeboys seen they were finna get a beat on you, and they like two or three on when it's like, hey, bro, nah, he
Man,
did it over there.
let's
So,
cut the
do you tell the
bullshit.
truth?
Let's cut the shit. Do we think these niggas is innocent?
I
Who?
don't.
Oh no, of course not. Fuck no.
So what the fuck are we
Either one
talking
of them.
about,
I don't.
bruh?
No, I was talking about snitching. I was trying to see when the snitching
And what
worked
I'm
out. People be
saying,
like,
like, who's on
ain't no
trial
snitching.
to where we can make the comparison to that? Like,
I'm
who's
sure there's
falsely
probably
being
some trial.
accused on a RICO trial to where we could be like, yeah, no, that's fucked up. Like, bruh, the niggas that is on
Um,
trial, like, they've been seen and known and said they've done some heinous shit, allegedly.
yeah, I'm sure some of that shit. So I'm
What a way
sure.
to say allegedly.
I'm sure one or two of them things they ain't doing there. You know what I mean? It might be one or two things
Maybe
that's in that thing they ain't do.
that's cool, man.
Nah, but it's okay for civilians to tell, not criminals.
I've heard that before too. I've heard that take. Like if you're not in
Yeah.
that life, then it's cool. Like you see something, say something.
I
But if
mean,
you,
that's only if it's detrimental, right? Cause it's like in Washington DC, because any crime committed in Washington DC is considered federal, right?
mm-hmm.
So if it's harmless, like if it's drug dealing, people don't really tell on drug dealers. If they catch if it's a murder though, like like somebody grandma might see it and say something. But drug dealers, like people look at drug dealers as harmless crimes, and I agree. Drug dealing and prostitution is two harmless crimes.
Well, drug dealer ain't really that harmless, but I get
Why
what
you
you're saying.
say drug dealing ain't harmless?
Cause it's a lot of bodies that come from drug dealings and people trying to get over on drug dealers or people robbing. Like it's a whole thing that happens with them. Not only that, but the fact of giving someone something that'll possibly kill them. It's not really that harmless.
They
Being
asked
honest.
for it.
Yeah, that's true, but still. I mean, Dr. Kevorkian got locked up, didn't
You like guns, right?
he? Mm-hmm.
People kill themselves with guns all the time. Do you not like guns? No more after that?
Mm-hmm. No, I still like guns. What's the point? I'm confused.
Oh, right. So people gonna get drugs. So regardless of what they do with it,
I mean,
it,
but
it,
it doesn't make it okay that you gave it to him. I mean, it doesn't.
it don't make doesn't make it okay for
It's
somebody.
not. It's not harmless, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, drug dealers fucked up," but they're not.
if
I
I'm a
mean, we ain't gonna
gun
act like
if
they
I'm a
squeaky
gun
clean.
dealer, if I'm a gun dealer and I sell somebody a gun, I think they're going to use it responsibly, and they go shoot up a store. Am I in the fault for that? No.
No, but who's gonna use drugs responsibly?
Nigga, I don't care what you do with it after you buy it from me. You came to me looking for it. I didn't come looking for you to sell you drugs. You came looking to me, ask me if I had them.
Mm.
You're not going to look for nobody saying, hey, you want to buy a gun? Or somebody come to you and say, hey, do you got a gun? Sure, I got guns. You want to buy one? Let me see everything that you need to have to purchase a gun. There you go. Get your gun. Cool.
I mean, but
Same thing.
drug dealers initially do go looking for people to buy drugs. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, just a little experience. You got to get a
Hey,
clientele
hey,
set up.
hey, hey,
You got to get a
hey, I don't,
clientele.
allegedly.
Now afterward, hey nigga, set your limitations.
Yeah, nah, but no, well, maybe, but I don't. I think drug dealing is harmless. So is prostitution.
So what about the deaths that come from the drug game? Not even overdose. We're just saying like the violence that's attached to it from
Well, that's because of
robbers and all that
money.
shit. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
you put that
like
on
so.
money,
But
not the
all
drugs.
drug dealers don't deal in murder.
This is true. But can we say majority? Would it be fair to say majority do?
We'll say some. I give you some. I ain't gonna say majority.
I get a
I
little
give
bit.
you some.
Nigga offering hand jobs. I can't even get a blow. I'll tell you the truth. This is
Nah, no
something
blowjobs. Hell
else.
no. I give you some. You get second base.
So you're saying there is absolutely nothing wrong with drug dealing. You see
I
no
ain't gonna
fault
say it
in it
ain't.
at all.
I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing wrong with it because it's illegal, right?
Hmm.
But if it were legal, would you have a problem with it?
Does it produce the same things that I said, like with the violence and the
It's gone.
and
People,
overdoses and stuff? I mean, because I feel like fucking tobacco people are fucked up. Being truthful,
people buy guns and do fucked up shit with them all the time. You still like guns.
but it's like that's a person's own. I mean, like a gun could be used for something productive. I don't see drugs being used for something productive. Like there's nothing smoking a cigarette that's productive. You know what I'm saying?
No, I personally don't like cigarettes. So, yeah. But I also don't, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about like weed is legal in most places, right?
Yeah.
You see something wrong with weed being legal because the people that produce weed high volume, they don't deal in murder and stuff like that. Supposedly the businessman, they don't deal, but it's not street level.
No, that's
Like it's
true.
corporate business now. You
Hmm.
think that's different than street level?
I mean, it definitely is because it's a little bit more organized. But I want it. It might be some dirt behind that shit. Like I don't know, bro. Like that's a good question. That's a good point. What you think, Jay?
I think James gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's just certain shit in life. Like I say, with the gun, bro, the initial concept behind the gun is protection and able to hunt for survival. You know what I'm saying? I see benefits from that. I don't ever really see benefit from drug use
But
besides like personal fucking, I need to get out of my head type shit.
some people just use it for enjoyment. Like alcohol used to be considered illegal.
And that's a little fucked up too. No, sir, we could not.
Lovely. Okay.
What you were saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I was talking for a long time, chiming in. I thought that was annoying the shit out of me.
Oh wow. You wouldn't have heard at all.
Yeah, no.
I literally, I've been over here eating, so it's like I chime in every now and then, just like, oh, whatever. They ain't say nothing.
Nah, look, I literally passed that shit to you, and it was like nothing. Then he was like, "Oh, I don't think he does." Like, oh,
yeah, that's what made me say, "Wait, what?" But yeah, like I think guns are stupid. So I agree with what Hanky was saying. Pretty much just substituting guns where you were saying drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think guns have a benefit at all?
No. In the society that we're in now, no. Like that shit was supposed to be for us fighting against the government. We'll never fucking do that now. They'll blow us all up. Or honey. Niggas, grocery stores everywhere. Fuck the niggas need guns for other than to shoot other niggas.
So what happens if shit go wrong and the shit?
Know what I'm saying?
The
only reason people need guns is because they want to shoot other people. That shit is stupid to me.
No, you know, those people actually go out there and hunt, right?
I hear you. There's no need for it. Like I said, we have grocery store chains.
Yeah, what if you don't want to eat processed food?
It doesn't matter. It's not necessary. You have resources there. You don't have to shoot shit.
Yeah, but
literally,
it's better for you. Like they naturally get it.
Quantify better all you want to. And what I'm saying is it's unnecessary.
Oh wow.
Totally unnecessary in today's age.
So drugs are necessary or not?
Drugs are necessary for a lot of people to cope with day to day. You don't need a gun to cope with life day to day.
Oh, you need drugs though to cope with that. That's an interesting point.
What do you mean that's interesting? Like,
I think if you need drugs to cope day to day, every day.
So you walking around with a gun adjust your mental state enough to where you feel fine because you have a gun.
Yeah,
but people can't do drugs. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people can't do drugs just to deal with day to day life and not want to kill other people and feel safe. They just want to be safe with their own thoughts. But you're saying me walking around with a gun is more important because I can shoot somebody and kill somebody than somebody saying I have my mental in state and I can talk to my kids today.
But I can see how the gun gives somebody a peace of mind and makes them feel safe and lets them help them cope.
And that's because other people want to shoot them. I get it. So if I have mine, you want to shoot them. But that's the whole thought process. If somebody comes to shoot me, I have mine so I can shoot them. So I'm at ease. And like I'm saying, it's not I'm using this because I want to go hunt. I'm trying to get some food for my family. I'm trying to stop somebody else from shooting me.
Yeah, I want to be safe.
Yeah, neither party should have a gun in that situation. And I know that's unrealistic to say out loud, but like I said, it's stupid. I don't see the point in having guns other than niggas shooting niggas. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I can see Wyman's point about the whole feeling safe thing. I get that part.
Yeah, no, and I get the whole feeling safe part. And like I said, all of it, it's stupid.
But I also understand that sometimes people need something to help them cope with their mental state day to day because they don't know how to cope otherwise. I understand both points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, we just both see one tougher than the other. And that's fine. It's all perspective.
I mean, I don't have a problem with guns or drugs. I'm just saying, like.
Now I'm talking about me and Jane, like we see it differently. Like he like, yeah, I don't see why the fuck you need a gun, but drugs is cool. And I'm like, I don't see why the fuck you need drugs every day. But yeah, no, a gun is cool.
Yeah. Look, ironically, you walk around with your gun every day and shit, I do drugs every day.
And maybe we're just living in our own truth. That's all it is. We're defending what we know.
But it's both for y'all to be able to do what y'all need to do day to day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at me being the mediator.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
I don't want to kill nobody. Goddamn it. I mean, y'all don't think you want to either.
I don't think he want to kill
What you
nobody.
said is
Yeah.
so that you don't kill people. So I don't have a gun, so I don't kill people. I just have in case somebody try
Oh
to kill
no.
me.
My mental state is not for murdering people, altering it. It's more so trying to bring together all these ideas. My brain never turns off. Just having a conversation with somebody, I realize that we can be conscious 24/7.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I
my
1,000%
brain,
understand that. Like yeah, like that's
yeah.
why I have
So
to leave the TV on. Otherwise, I wouldn't get sleep because I have to process something other than my thoughts.
hmm
Because
When
otherwise,
did
I
y'all
really
come
just
to that realization though?
when I was younger, like
uh,
like I say around
I'm
7 or 8.
I'm gonna say it's been one of those things like I've been singing a song and not realizing what words I've been saying, and I'm realizing the words. You get what metaphor I'm using here?
No,
Not really. No.
no.
So you ever been singing a song and then later on you was like, damn, I ain't know what they was talking about that in the song, and you
Love
sung it
Train.
maybe 1,000 times.
Yeah, just realized that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I am with the realization. It's like I've been realizing it,
Okay.
but it's like now
You
it's like
always
I
had a feeling
see it.
about it.
Right.
Right. Okay. Okay. You always had a feeling about it, but now you understand clearly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think well, I think I went through that when I was in college.
What was that?
When I was at West Georgia, just being alone with my thoughts was kind of jarring because I didn't know how to process them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you like being in a college dorm room with nothing, it was kind of at first it was kind of scary because I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was used to I'm from a place that there was something always going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it was always some noise outside. My mama never really went to sleep at nighttime, so it was always noise. TV was always on. So I got to college, I had this little bit of bullshit TV. I didn't want to watch that shit, so it was never really on.
Ungrateful.
I was. I was.
Nah, I'd be like
And
that.
so, when I was sitting there and you just gotta think, you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? It's like,
Yeah, it never turns off.
yeah,
Never. So yeah.
Man,
but
I remember being a fucking kid outside playing with all my cousins, nigga, and I wouldn't get sad, but my thoughts would overtake me, and I just like, all right, I'll be back, and I just go in the house and sit down and start going through my head of what's going on. They were like, "What's wrong? You sad?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good, bro. I gotta think." And they just thought that shit was so weird with me being that young, but like, nigga, literally just had a lot of shit on my fucking mind, like. So I knew this since I was younger. Like, yeah, nah, that motherfucker don't stop.
Oh. Yeah.
yeah, thing. But yeah, prison, yeah.
We talked about it a little bit somewhere in there. We probably chop it up and make like 5-minute episode out of it.
Yeah, no, it was a good 25 minutes in there. But you know, it took
Yeah,
us
nah,
elsewhere. We've been there well.
we did.
Prison, we don't like it. But if niggas go to
Okay,
jail,
hold on. The question is, this is a good way to see if we can wrap it up. Is prison necessary? Do y'all think that prison system is necessary? The penal system.
It can be,
I
yeah.
think it's not the way we do it in
Correct.
America. No,
Correct.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's not used for what they say it's used for. It's used as a
rehabilitation.
business, and it's a form of punishment, not rehabilitation.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Is that I feel as though prisons are dumb all the way around. And the system that we have is absolutely barbaric.
Yeah.
And it led to one of the worst fucking things you could do with your solitaire, which we all just talking about being alone with your thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
man, some
Solitary
people,
confinement drive people crazy sometimes.
like legit. So yeah, I think all that shit is like torture and slavery, bro. I think they need to tear that whole shit down. Of course they won't, because it benefits the government too much, but they should tear that shit down and totally
Oh, they
rebuild.
talking about doing it differently now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're talking about getting rid of physical buildings for prisons, right? And just letting
Mm.
people
Wait,
be.
what?
Yeah, they wanna do it to where like everybody be, you go to jail, you just be basically on like house arrest. Like they just give you a monitor and they monitor you and they make you pay for it monthly.
Oh, hold on. So they still gonna get that money.
Yeah, so it, like
They just put you on a
it's
subscription.
subscription based prison.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what if you can't afford it? You know what I'm saying? Like what we're doing now. Now you got to go to
Yeah,
a physical
they
building.
will have some, they just don't want as many.
Oh,
Right. So
gotcha.
they doing it in some places like when it's overcrowded,
Yeah.
they let the people that don't have violent crimes be on house arrest. They just have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's monitored that way.
I do
Yeah.
believe some people need some adjustment, man. I do believe some people need to reset their mental and need a way of doing so. I don't think sitting in a cell with another crazy motherfucker for 23 hours out the day is the answer.
A lot of times prison
Yeah.
just produces
Uh,
better criminals.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
because you
gonna
get a
say
chance to game
that.
plan.
Yeah. You get motherfuckers together that want to do crime and they just teach each other how to do it better.
Yeah,
I.e. George Jones, baby.
yeah. Who
Yeah.
D said?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Nah, George Jones was a beast. Boston George.
Boston
Yeah.
George.
Nah, he was, though. He was.
Shout out to my uncle too. My uncle was a beast too.
Yeah.
A couple,
Whatever it is.
a couple of them. I ain't saying no names. Look them
There it
up.
is. There it is. Because y'all shit ain't past statute limitations. Big time.
Oh no, it's past statute of limitations. They'd have been in jail and everything.
That don't mean they won't
Yeah.
take them back.
A few times.
That don't mean they won't take them
I
back.
think they did that a few times. I think they done.
That's good. I pray they are. Because, yeah, that
Yeah,
shit's
I
trash.
think they got enough.
Yeah, he's straight. We good on him.
Yeah,
We don't need him no
we
more.
got
He's like almost 80.
No, we
right.
done, we done milked that cow as much as we can.
Yeah,
Those
them niggas
teats are
old
dry.
now. They old.
Yeah, you'll be paying more in Medicaid than you will be getting goddamn right around their ass.
Them niggas would be happy sitting in there. They don't gotta pay
Oh,
no bills no more. They just be chilling now. And
oh
call the niggas
man.
old head and let them chill.
Hey man, but
Yeah,
at least your homegirl trying to let people get sex change while they're in there. So that's a good thing of being in prison right now, huh?
I mean, if you want the sex change, go to prison and get it.
that is terrible.
Oh, that's asinine, bro.
Let's not talk about your homeboy Trump. Let's
Hey,
not do
bro,
that.
listen, man. I'm telling you,
Let's not do that.
it has to be the next show. FY, it has to.
Let's not
There's
talk
no way
about it.
around it. There's no way
Yeah.
around it. We gotta come. We just
Bro, you
gotta
don't
talk
want to do
politics.
that.
We
You
just
don't
gotta
want to
say
do that.
politics, bro. I do
You
want to
don't
do it.
want to
Yes,
do
I
that.
do. Well, you
You
know what?
should.
You know what? You know what? I kind of don't want to do it because I think that might be one of the conditions of you not loving me anymore.
Oh, terrible. Taken out by Trump.
Nah, that'll probably be the condition where you be like, fuck that nigga. Cause
No, never that, bro. I
I'm,
love conversation. I'm fine with it, bro.
I'm,
I can talk politics. I don't give a fuck. And I
I'm
feel like it
over
has to
it, bro.
happen. I feel like it's the Monday before. We got to do it.
but
I felt like we should have been did it if we were gonna do it. But
I think politics is two wings on the same evil bird.
hmm
Yeah.
like it's theatrics, man, and I'm tired of it. Like it's a how people are like, oh, you was distracted. Yeah, you was distracted by this stupid shit, by the political shit. Like, go do something with your life.
In the grand scheme of things, I think anything that's going to be done, if they tell me about it, it was already in motion. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna
what
give
you
me
gonna do to stop it?
right. I tell people that all the time. I used to give people this example during COVID. If they would have told you about COVID beforehand, what would you have done to stop it? Nothing, because you can't. Ain't nothing you can do. If it's coming, it's coming. You can't stop it because you just one person.
You could have told the universe that you didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, the universe ain't gonna care.
Man, people didn't even want to sit down when that shit was here. So if you told them it was coming, they wouldn't have believed you and did the same shit.
I tell people all the time, I don't think God cares about this mundane, everyday shit that people do. God don't care about that.
You don't say what God care about, because water care about everything.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It was not. And we're going to talk about it after we end this for a second, because nigga, I thought that shit was
Wait,
dope.
what?
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all
I
for
missed
tuning
it.
in to another episode of Unapologetically Masculine. Prison, we don't like it, but if niggas get caught doing crimes, go to jail. Bitch!
I don't value a dollar, I value, loyalty, I value respect, character.